Hi. To, Today I wanted to talk about reviews. Now, it's something that comes up again and again, especially on the DriveThruRPG forum, Discord, not forums. Uh, and people keep asking, but basically newer publishers keep asking, how do I get reviews? How do I get reviews for my products? And I never ever ask for reviews. I think it looks really, really spammy. And when I started out, uh, I tried a few things to ask for reviews. I would often put a paragraph at the very, very end of my PDFs saying, if you've enjoyed this, please would you consider leaving a review. I also tried using my you get a purchaser note where you can write a little bit to anyone that's bought your book, and you can include links in it. And I would put a paragraph in there saying, if you've enjoyed this, I hope you enjoy the book. If you have, please come back and leave a review. And so I tried a few things. There's some things I've read online that they suggested might work, and I tried using the if I'd released something this week, and then in a fortnight's time, I would send a review to an email to everyone who bought that product, so that I know they bought it in the last 2 weeks. And then I would say, "Hi, I've seen you've bought, you know, whatever the product was I targeted. Uh, would you consider leaving a review?" And that did gather some, but you're as likely to get a bad review as you are a good review, mainly because you're asking for something but you've given nothing first. Um, Reviews work best, or review requests work best when it's reciprocal. If you've given someone something, they may feel slightly more obliged to give you something. I don't know if they still do it, but there used to be a time when I used to get loads of junk mail through the post, and it would include a free pen from a charity, say. And the psychology there is that they wanted me to send them a check, but they've given me a pen to sign it with. But because they've given me something, you're kind of more inclined to give them something. And it also plays on this idea, if you're going to then walk around town holding, using this pen from a charity, everyone's going to think what a nice person you are because you support the charity. And so you kind of get a little buzz of feeling good, and it advertises them, and it's a real complex kind of psychology going on there. But its reciprocity is big and it's important. Whereas if you ask someone for something when you haven't given them anything, it can feel pushy, and it can feel uh, like they've already given you their money, they've got this book, they may feel they've barely had a chance to use it, and now you're asking for more from them, and it's only going to help you to sell more books. So it's all kind of me, which is not a good thing to do to your customers, when if anything you should be looking after your customers. So after trying several things and reading up on the subject of how do you elicit reviews, the best advice seemed to be just be patient. Um, if you don't ask for reviews, you will still get reviews. And I think roughly you get one every 200 sales, maybe. So, if you got a book that sold 1,000 copies, then yeah, seeing five legitimate reviews is about par. So the way to get reviews is to not worry about reviews, but to worry more about selling your books, reaching the right people, getting the message out there to the right people at the right time, and let reviews take care of themselves. Now, that may not be the answer that you want, and you may think that getting reviews is closing the circle, that good reviews will help you sell. Um, and yes, they can have a part to play in that, but they would only ever see those reviews if they'd already landed on your product page. because the reviews are below the product page. So they would have to have been interested enough. You'd have to grab their attention with your thumbnail and your product title and maybe the art on the cover, then kept their interest or piqued their interest and increased their desire with your product page, and then the uh, reviews would then be what we call social proof at the bottom. And there's a problem here where you could, it's a kind of black hat thing to do, but to give out 10 free copies to friends and then get your friends to sell, to write 10 really positive reviews. And there's absolutely nothing that drive-through can do to stop it. But the problem is that most drive-through customers are savvy enough to know that something that's not copper uh, isn't very popular. And if you've got something that's sold less than 50 copies but it's got 5 reviews, it has to be because the reviews are fake. And so what you're doing there is saying, hey, look, I've faked the reviews, and almost everything they say that's good about this game in these reviews is a lie. And that's a real kind of shoot yourself in the foot. So yeah, if you send your book to reviewers or it gets reviewed, then of course, you know, share those. That's really good. Get it out on social media. Even if you've got a mailing list, you could target all the people that haven't bought that product and then send them the review of your of the product they haven't bought, maybe with a discount link, and that would be, perfectly legitimate, a good use of a review. But trying to elicit reviews is often counterproductive. It's a lot of work for very little gain, and it has a real chance to put off your best customers. So yeah, a bit of a negative one today, but it's still. I just saw the conversations again this week, and I thought I would comment on it. Okay, thank you very much for watching.